Hello dear Pisces! Today we're gonna do your August reading, and unbelievably, the moment I started, a card jumped on the floor. So it wanted to be taken into account, and that is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, I'll put it aside because I don't know yet what position should it take. As you know from last month, the way I read is by answering the 5 questions which are laid out in front of you, starting with what is going on right now. Oh, another card jumped out. I love this. What's going on right now? The issues that you might be encountering. What would help you get over those issues? What challenges are? And a potential outcome. And if we are not pleased with the potential outcome, then we can pull 2 more cards, and one is on how to fix it, and then what would be the altered outcome if you follow the advice on how to fix it. Okay, I'll keep shuffling, and another card popped up. If all the readings would go like this, I would be really happy. So we have our 5 cards on the table. Let me arrange them for you. Pisces, in the month of August, please let me know in comments if this is applicable to you. And I hope it is, because the reading should be applicable to whoever is watching it. This is a particular reason. Every tarot reader says that the readings are for the people watching them, because those people actually make the energies come together and bring these signs. Okay, so what is going on for you? The Knight of Pentacles. That speaks about a movement in the area of finances, material gains, wealth, or any other practical endeavors. Now that tells me that you have taken some action in the month of July, or perhaps you are preparing for taking action in August. The Knight of Pentacles is something that you do in order to secure your well-being from a concrete material perspective. It could also talk about any other area of your life that's related to stability, security, long-term plans. And I don't know why the Wheel of the Year popped up as an issue, and perhaps these two can be switched around. But however, they need to be taken together. And the first thing that jumps is, if you can see, there is a pentacle in this card on the top right corner that is also represented in this card. The guy is actually holding the same pentacle at his chest. He's about to put his pentacle into some sort of endeavor. It could be because pentacles talk about everything that impacts our physical bodies and our general well-being. It could be anything from you thinking about starting university, starting a new job, a new project, moving houses, starting a joint venture with somebody. Now the Wheel of the Year in this deck is a card of abundance, because in the 4 corners it contains every element. So it has the cups for emotional fulfillment, it has the pentacle for material fulfillment, it has the wands for successful action, and it also has the swords, which signify good ideas and thinking that leads to achievement and communication. So what these two cards are telling me is that you are preparing to embark on a new journey that has something to do with your welfare, and you're not very sure if it will be successful, but the wheel of the year says within a year's time you will actually get to see the results. I would like to clarify on it as to what can you do to make sure that you achieve the success that you want. What is helping you, very interesting, it's karma. Karma in other tarot decks appears as judgment. So what could be helping you is something good that you've done in the past, in this lifetime, and now things come back to you. And this interpretation actually is supported by having the wheel here. So in a way you have the wheel twice, and the way to understand it in this context is the wheel is turning in your favor. Something good returns to you. Karma could also speak about family business, family matters. Maybe you get an inheritance, or a family member supports you. Anything that could come as a help based on something that happened in the past. Could be a personal past or a family member's past, but it has deep roots. Now the challenge is the Knight of Cups. This can be translated in two ways. Either you are receiving some sort of an emotional offer that doesn't quite fit in line with what you have planned for yourself, which is this Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is a slow-moving, very practical knight compared to the Knight of Cups, which acts based on emotion and feeling. The Knight of Pentacles is the one that acts based on plans and strategies and having a long-term commitment and goal in mind. While the Knight of Cups is when we sometimes go on a tangent because we follow our heart, and our hearts don't always lead us to where we want to go. So that is why you always have to be balanced, and when you consider taking a new action, always use, let's say, both sides of the brain. This would be the rational side of the brain, this would be the creative emotional side of the brain, and this appears as a challenge. Initial outcome is the Chariot. The Chariot shows movement, a significant movement. You have three major arcana cards: the Wheel of the Year, the Chariot, and Karma. It says, it could also be interpreted as this is fated events. What happens now in your life, it's big, it's important, and it's supposed to happen. It is curious how these three major arcanas, they speak about a major change, something very important happening right now, and you have two knights on each side, and they act in quite different fashions. Maybe you can recognize this Knight of Cups because it could be a lover, for instance. Maybe you want to go to university or change jobs and move to another city, and your lover or a new lover pops up, and you're a bit or worried or unsure about how to proceed. But if not, it could be a friend or a family member that could try to change your direction based on some emotional arguments. They could come, for instance, and say, please don't leave me behind. Or don't leave your team behind if you're thinking about changing jobs or companies. Or maybe it is a new lover who just popped into your life right when you were about to do some major changes. So actually, I would like to clarify and I don't think there's anything to fix, so I'm not going to use these cards, these questions, but I would like to see more information about this Knight of Cups, and 2 cards came. And they are the Empress. Oh, again. You see, you had the Empress last month in your reading. You can check to see how the story unfolds. If you want, go to last month's reading, because your advice was to actually follow or kind of align yourself with the values that the Empress presents to you. And the Empress usually stands for a motherly figure. And you also have the 10 of Wands. So they don't seem to be related to this reading, but to me they are more likely related to the last month's reading. Last month I was saying that you are presented with a love offer, and that would not necessarily be good for you. And as I was just saying this, the card popped up, the 2 of Cups, which is the card for love. Very interesting. So my advice was, be very careful, because not everything that's promised is real and of value long term. So now the 2 of Cups came, and we have the Knight of Cups, which makes me believe that actually you did receive a love offer. Maybe you got an engagement ring. In this reading, all the cards are major cards, and the Knight of Wands wanted to come out as well. You have 3 knights now. Usually knights represent news and taking action. So something really dynamic is happening in your life, Pisces. Are you talking about engagement or marriage? Oh my, another card just jumped. Usually cards don't just jump. The Hermit. My advice to you was to think very well of that offer. The Hermit is the card that says you're going within and really consulting with your deepest self, so to speak. I'll put it here. And if another card wants to jump, I'll let it come. But if not, oh, another card wanted to jump. 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands is a card that comes after the Ace of Wands, which was a new beginning. And now it's basically the first steps. You have a Knight of Wands, you have the 2 of Wands. And I think I'm going to stop here. The Empress was a lady or somebody that was giving you some sort of rather conventional advice, solid knowledge based on experience, a lifetime experience, what's good to do, what's not good to do. And even if I wasn't necessarily happy to recommend following her advice in general, in that case, the cards were saying it's better to listen to that advice than jump into the unknown, chasing butterflies. Now, this reading shows that some serious stuff happened in between last month and now, and you did take action. And I actually asked you to come back to me and say, what have you done? So definitely loads of action cards and only one card for reflection. But this is one of the best cards to have for reflection, because it guarantees that you will find the answers and the clarity. Everything seems to be revolving around these Two of Cups. It doesn't have to be about love. It could be about the partnership. It seems like you have initiated a major change with these three major arcana cards, and it is starting sort of a karmic cycle for you. Luckily, you do not have any bad cards in this reading, which makes me believe that in August you'll be on the go. So nothing's coming to an end. Actually, you have just started something. You've just put this wheel in motion. And based on the past achievements or good things or experience, you have taken action, are modifying your future. And we will not see an outcome in August. The initiation was not in August, but you are doing now the first steps. With these Two of Wands and this Knight of Pentacles, you are doing the first steps now. And you might still be struggling a bit on the emotional side. Maybe not everything's in the right place. Between a very emotional, loving, creative energy and a more structured approach represented by the Empress, you need to use contact with your deeper self in order to figure out how to move forward. But you're definitely set for moving forward. So it is interesting. It is a good reading. You do not have any serious obstacle or challenge. Nothing that you can't overcome. Just keep doing what you're doing. And let me see if the cards tell me any other message. Yeah, it seems you have quite a lot on your plate. Quite a few things to solve. 10 of Wands is a card for having a lot of work to do. But the Empress and the Two of Cups are very good cards because they speak about generating something out of love. So it could be a new project. It could also be a baby. Maybe that's the wheel of the year. Did you just initiate a baby? With this Knight of Cups? Just saying. Nothing bad in your reading, Pisces. Really. So I think I'll just stop it here. There is nothing you should do differently than you do now. Just try to balance everything and make sure that you take time for peaceful moments with yourself. Meditate, walk in a natural setting somewhere. And make sure that you use all the good things that come from some past experience here with the karma. Don't turn away offers. Everybody seems to be supportive, quite supportive. So just carry on. Carry on and come back next month and we'll see if there's any advice, any new challenges or any advice for you to follow. I actually like your reading, so I'm looking forward to see how things move forward. And congratulations. It's clear that you have done some progress since last month and you have chosen for yourself a path out of the many options that you had available, and this path seems to be supported by the universe, so to speak, or God, and your family with the Empress there. All right, Pisces, it was nice reading for you. Bye.